They say the truth hits you like a freight train, but that's bullshit. The truth creeps up on you like carbon monoxide, silent, invisible, and by the time you realize what's happening, you're already half lifeless. I'm sitting in my kitchen at 11:30 on my 41st birthday, staring at a chocolate cake I bought myself because my wife Nicole couldn't be bothered. The single candle I stuck in the middle looks pathetic, like everything else in my life lately. The house is quiet except for the hum of the refrigerator and the occasional creak of old wood settling. Before we dive deeper into this story, I have one small request. Please subscribe, drop a like, comment, and hit that hype button to boost this channel so more people can discover these incredible Reddit stories. My name is Michael Harris, and I'm an accountant. Yeah, I know, exciting stuff. But here's the thing about being an accountant. You notice patterns. Numbers don't lie, people do. And lately, the numbers in my marriage haven't been adding up. Nicole's at her parents' house again, third time this week. Family emergency, she said, grabbing her purse and rushing out the door without so much as a happy birthday kiss. Same excuse she used last month when I had that presentation at work. Same excuse she used when my dad was in the hospital. I light the candle and make a wish. I wish my wife would walk through that door and remember she has a husband. The front door slams open like my thoughts summoned her. Nicole stumbles in, her blonde hair disheveled, lipstick smudged. She's wearing that black dress, the one I bought her for our anniversary last year. The one she said was too fancy for dinner with me. Michael, you're still up? She kicks off her heels, wobbling slightly. There's a sweet smell clinging to her, not her usual perfume, something heavier, more masculine. It's my birthday, Nicole. Remember? 41 years of this wonderful existence. She blinks, processing. Oh shit. Oh God. I'm so sorry, baby. Mom was having one of her episodes, and Dad couldn't handle it, and Rachel needed... Stop. I blow out the candle. Just stop. She moves toward me, her movements careful, calculated. Michael, I know I've been distracted lately, but my family needs me. You understand that, right? Your family needs you. I stand up, brushing cake crumbs off my pants. What about your husband? What about me? You're being dramatic. She crosses her arms, and I catch a glimpse of something on her neck. A small bruise just below her ear. My family has always come first. You knew that when you married me. First? I repeat the word, tasting its bitterness. And where does that leave me? Nicole sighs, like I'm a child who doesn't understand basic math. You're second, Michael. You've always been second. That's just how it is. Second. The word hangs in the air between us like smoke. I stare at my wife, really look at her. The smudged makeup, the wrinkled dress, the guilty flush in her cheeks. The pieces click into place with the precision of a well-balanced ledger. Good to know, I say quietly. Thanks for clearing that up. She mistakes my calm for acceptance. I'm glad you understand. I'm exhausted. I'm going to bed. I watch her walk upstairs, her bare feet silent on the hardwood. When I hear our bedroom door close, I sit back down at the kitchen table and stare at the melted wax on my birthday cake. Second place is for losers, I think, and I've been losing for way too long. Morning comes with the mechanical precision of my alarm clock. 6 a.m., same as always. I shower, shave, and put on my best suit. The navy blue one Nicole always said made me look distinguished. Today, I need to look the part. Nicole's still sleeping when I leave. I don't wake her. Why break such a beautiful pattern? My office at Henderson & Associates overlooks Main Street. It's not much, but it's mine. I've been here 8 years, working my way up from junior associate to senior partner. I'm good with numbers, good with details. Today, those skills are going to serve a different purpose. I start with our joint checking account. $17,432. Money I earned, money I saved, money I've been putting away for our future. Our future. What a joke. Next, I pull up the business loan documents for Nicole's boutique. Threads and Things. Cute name for a shop that sells overpriced clothes to bored housewives. I co-signed that loan 3 years ago. My credit, my signature, my financial responsibility. My phone buzzes. Text message from Nicole. Sorry about last night. Make it up to you tonight? Love you. I delete it without responding. By 10 a.m., I've transferred my half of our joint accounts into a new account at a different bank. By 11, I've called the loan officer at First National and requested they review the boutique's payment history. By noon, I've found a furnished condo across town and put down a deposit. Working hard or hardly working? Frankie Romano drops into the chair across from my desk. He's my closest friend at the office, a former Boston cop who switched to forensic accounting after taking a bullet in the knee. He's got the kind of street smarts that complement my book smarts. Just doing some personal financial planning, I say, closing my laptop. Frankie studies me with those cop eyes that miss nothing. You look like shit, Mike. Everything okay at home? Define okay. Uh-oh. What did the princess do now? Frankie's never been Nicole's biggest fan. He sees through her charm offensive, sees the way she dismisses me in public, the way she always has somewhere more important to be. She clarified our relationship hierarchy last night, I say. Apparently, I'm second place. Second to what? Her family, her priorities, her life. I lean back in my chair. Second place is for losers, Frankie. He grins, showing teeth stained by too much coffee and too many cigarettes. So what are you going to do about it? I'm going to stop being second. Attaboy. You need help moving your stuff? Already handled. I'm a planner, remember? What about the boutique? I smile for the first time in weeks. What about it? Frankie whistles low. Remind me never to piss off an accountant. At 5 p.m., I drive to my new condo. It's in a modern complex on the good side of town, complete with a gym, pool, and underground parking. The furniture is generic but clean. The walls are white, empty, waiting for a new life to fill them. I sit on the couch and write a letter to my wife. Nicole, congratulations. You won. Your family comes first, just like you wanted. You'll find I've removed myself from all our joint accounts and withdrawn my name from your business loan. The house is yours. It was your family's money that bought it anyway. Don't call me, don't text me, don't come looking for me. You wanted to be first, enjoy your prize. Michael P.S. Second place is for losers. I seal the letter in an envelope and drive back to our house. My house, her house, whatever. I slip the letter under the bedroom door where she'll find it in the morning, pack a bag with my essentials, and leave my wedding ring on the kitchen counter next to the remains of yesterday's birthday cake. My phone starts ringing before I'm even back to the condo. I turn it off and pour myself a whiskey. The silence is beautiful. Nicole's been calling for 3 days straight. Voicemails, texts, emails, a digital symphony of panic and rage. I listen to them while I eat breakfast, treating them like a morning radio show. Michael, what the hell is wrong with you? Call me back. The bank says you withdrew everything. You can't do this. My parents are freaking out. Just talk to me. Please, baby, we can work this out. I love you. The evolution of desperation is fascinating from an analytical standpoint. I'm sitting in the Anchor, our town's premier dive bar, nursing a beer and waiting for Frankie. The place smells like stale cigarettes and broken dreams, but it serves a purpose. In small towns, bars are information exchanges, and I need information. You're Michael Harris, right? The bartender is a woman in her 30s with short red hair and intelligent eyes. Her name tag reads Sophie. Guilty as charged. Heard you and Nicole split up. That true? News travels fast in a town of 12,000 people. We're taking some time apart. Sophie leans on the bar, lowering her voice. Can I tell you something? Off the record? I nod. Your wife's been coming in here. Not recently, but over the past few months. Always with the same guy, Derek Stanton. You know Derek? I know Derek. Local realtor, thinks he's God's gift to women, drives a red Corvette like he's compensating for something. What were they doing? What do you think? Lots of whispering, lots of touching. They'd sit in that corner booth, all cozy-like. Made me sick, honestly. You seemed like a decent guy. The pieces keep falling into place. How long has this been going on? Since spring, at least. Maybe longer. Sophie straightens up as other customers approach. Just thought you should know. Frankie arrives as Sophie moves away. He slides into the booth across from me, grinning. You look better. Divorce agrees with you. We're not divorced yet. Just separated. Semantics. What's the plan? I need to know everything. Who, what, when, where. I need evidence. Evidence for what? You already left her? This isn't over, Frankie. She's going to try to take me for everything I'm worth. I need ammunition. Frankie's cop instincts kick in. What kind of ammunition? The kind that proves she's been cheating. The kind that shows she's been using marital assets to fund her affair. The kind that makes her think twice about coming after my money. Now you're talking. Where do we start? With Derek Stanton. We spend the next hour planning our investigation. Frankie knows people. Private investigators, process servers, guys who can find out things that need finding out. By the time we leave the Anchor, I have a clear picture of what I need to do. My phone buzzes as we walk to our cars. Text from Nicole. The boutique loan got called in. They want full payment in 30 days. Please call me. I show the text to Frankie. He laughs. That was fast. I may have mentioned to the loan officer that the cosigner was no longer financially responsible for the debt. Brutal. I love it. This is just the beginning. Derek Stanton thinks he's untouchable. He struts into the Anchor on Friday night like he owns the place, his perfectly styled hair catching the dim light, his expensive watch glinting as he signals Sophie for a drink. He's alone tonight. Nicole's probably at home, dealing with her financial crisis. I've been waiting for this moment all week. Derek. I stand up from my booth, beer in hand. Mind if I join you? He looks surprised to see me, but recovers quickly. Michael, right? Nicole's husband. Heard you two were having some problems. Problems. I sit down across from him without waiting for an invitation. That's one way to put it. Derek's smile is all teeth and no warmth. Look, man, I don't want any trouble. Whatever's going on between you and Nicole, what's going on between me and Nicole is that she's been sleeping with you for the past 6 months. The words hit him like a slap. His face goes red, then pale. Around us, conversation's quiet as people strain to listen. I don't know what you're talking about, he says, but his voice lacks conviction. Spring, summer, fall. This place, your office, probably your apartment. Did she tell you about our anniversary dinner, the one she missed because of a family emergency? That was you, wasn't it? Derek looks around nervously. The entire bar is watching now, waiting for the show. You're drunk. You should go home. Home? I laugh, loud enough for everyone to hear. Which home would that be? The one my wife kicked me out of so she could have more privacy with her boyfriend. Or the condo I had to rent because my marriage became a joke. Michael, please. Please what? Please keep quiet while you sleep with my wife? Please pretend I don't know about your little afternoon meetings? Please let you destroy my marriage without consequences? Derek stands up, trying to regain control. I think you should leave. I think you should go to hell. I stand up too, and suddenly we're face to face. Derek's taller than me, but I've got rage on my side. Pure, focused, accountant rage. You want to know the funny thing about being second place? I ask, my voice calm. It means someone else gets to be first. Congratulations, Derek. You won the prize. Then I throw my beer in his face. Derek sputters, wiping alcohol from his eyes. The bar erupts in laughter and applause. Sophie grins from behind the bar, making no move to stop the entertainment. You crazy snake! Derek lunges at me, but I'm already moving. I sidestep his charge and watch him stumble into an empty table. More laughter from the crowd. Derek's expensive shirt is soaked, his perfect hair dripping beer onto the floor. Next time you want to play house with someone's wife, I say, loud enough for everyone to hear, maybe check if the husband's the forgiving type first. I drop a 20 on the table and walk out, leaving Derek standing there like a drowned rat. Behind me, I hear Sophie announce, "Next round's on the house." My phone starts ringing before I reach my car. Nicole, of course. I let it go to voicemail. The message is predictable. Michael, Derek called me. What the hell is wrong with you? You can't just attack people. Call me back right now. I delete it and drive home to my condo, whistling. Nicole's family is falling apart, and it's beautiful to watch. I'm getting the play-by-play from Mrs. Archer, my 70-year-old neighbor who knows everything that happens in this town. She's sitting in my old kitchen. I stopped by to pick up some books, drinking coffee and spilling gossip like it's her job. The bank foreclosed on the Whitman mansion yesterday, she says, stirring sugar into her cup. George and Susan are moving in with Nicole temporarily. Can you imagine? That big house, gone. The Whitman mansion has been in Nicole's family for 3 generations. Her parents, George and Susan, have been living beyond their means for years, using the house as collateral for loan after loan. I used to bail them out regularly. 5,000 here, 10,000 there. Family emergencies. What about Rachel? I ask. Nicole's sister has always been the family screw-up, bouncing from job to job, relationship to relationship, crisis to crisis. Arrested for shoplifting at the mall, 3rd offense, so it's a felony this time. Nicole spent her last $1,000 on bail money. The dominoes are falling exactly as I predicted. Without my financial support, the whole rotten structure is collapsing. Nicole came by looking for you yesterday. Mrs. Archer continues. She was crying, asking if I knew where you were staying. I told her you'd moved on to better things. What did she say? She said her family needed you, that you were being selfish and cruel. Mrs. Archer snorts. I told her maybe she should have thought about that before she started running around with that realtor boy. God bless small-town gossip networks. My phone buzzes. Text from Nicole. My dad had a heart attack. He's in the hospital. Please come. I need you. I stare at the message for a long moment, then show it to Mrs. Archer. George had chest pains yesterday, she says. Turned out to be anxiety. He was discharged after 2 hours. I type back, I'm not second anymore. Good luck. 3 dots appear, disappear, appear again. Then, you bastard. I hope you're happy. I am happy. For the first time in years, I'm genuinely happy. You're smiling, Mrs. Archer observes. Good for you. That girl never deserved you. My phone rings. Nicole, of course. I answer on the 4th ring. Michael, please, I know you're angry, but I'm not angry, I interrupt. Angry would imply I still care. Don't say that. We can fix this. I made mistakes, but we can work through them. We? Yes, we. I love you, Michael. I know I haven't shown it lately, but you love me, I laugh. Is that why you've been sleeping with Derek Stanton for 6 months? Silence. Nothing to say, no denial, no explanation. How did I find out? This is a small town, Nicole. Everyone knows. Everyone's been talking about it. Everyone except your stupid husband, who was too busy working 60-hour weeks to pay for your boutique and your family's debts to notice his wife was getting screwed by the local realtor. It's not what you think. It's exactly what I think. You wanted Derek, you got him. You wanted your family to come first, they come first. You wanted me to be second, I was second. But here's the thing about being second. Eventually, you get tired of losing. Michael, please. I hang up. Mrs. Archer is watching me with approval. Oh, feel better? Much better. Good. Now what are you going to do about that Stanton boy? I smile. I have some ideas. Derek's red Corvette is parked outside his real estate office when I drive by Monday morning. The car is his pride and joy, a midlife crisis on wheels that he waxes every weekend and parks in 2 spaces to avoid door dings. By Monday evening, it's not so pretty anymore. I don't vandalize it myself. I'm not stupid. But Frankie knows people, and people need money, and sometimes things happen to cars parked in dark lots behind office buildings. All 4 tires are slashed. Second place is keyed into the paint on both sides. The interior is filled with rotting fish from the docks, and the windows are spider-webbed with cracks. The police report describes it as random vandalism, but Derek knows better. He calls me that night, screaming threats and accusations. You think you're clever, he shouts into the phone. You think this is over? I think you should be more careful where you park, I reply calmly. This town can be dangerous for outsiders. I know it was you. Prove it. He can't, of course. I was at the Anchor all evening, playing pool with Frankie and half the town. Sophie can vouch for me. So can 20 other witnesses. This isn't over, Derek snarls. You're right, it's not. I hang up and pour myself a whiskey. The condo is quiet, peaceful. I like it here. I like the clean walls, the neutral furniture, the absence of family photos and wedding pictures, and all the other artifacts of my failed marriage. My laptop chimes with an email notification. Nicole, subject line. Please stop this. Michael, I know you're angry, and you have every right to be. I made terrible mistakes. I hurt you in ways I can never take back. But please don't take it out on Derek. He's not the problem. I am. Can we meet? Can we talk? I want to explain everything. I want to try to fix this. I love you. I've always loved you. I just lost my way. Please. Nicole. I read the email twice, then delete it. Love. She loves me. What a joke. My phone buzzes with a text from Frankie. Package delivered. Customer satisfaction guaranteed. I text back, excellent service. Will recommend to friends. Derek's car is just the beginning. Tomorrow, I'm calling his biggest client, the Hendersons, who are selling their mansion on Elm Street. I happen to know they're unhappy with Derek's marketing strategy. I also happen to know their accountant, who might mention some concerns about Derek's professional judgment. Wednesday, I'm having lunch with the president of the Rotary Club, where Derek is trying to become a member. We'll discuss community standards and the importance of moral character in local business leaders. Thursday, I'm meeting with the loan officer at Derek's bank. As a senior partner at Henderson & Associates, my opinion carries weight when it comes to evaluating the creditworthiness of local businessmen. By Friday, Derek Stanton's perfect little life is going to be as trashed as his Corvette. The phone rings again. Nicole. I know you won't talk to me, she says to my voicemail, but please, just listen. My whole world is falling apart. The boutique is closing, my parents are devastated, Rachel is in jail, and now Derek's business is being destroyed. I know you're behind this. I know you're angry. But please, Michael, please stop. I'm begging you. Her voice breaks on the last words. She's crying, really crying. Once upon a time, that sound would have broken my heart. Now it just makes me pour another whiskey. Second place is for losers, I think, and I'm done losing. Things get interesting on Saturday morning when Derek decides to take matters into his own hands. I'm leaving my condo, heading to the gym, when I spot his rental car, a beat-up sedan that's a far cry from his beloved Corvette, parked across the street. He's sitting behind the wheel, watching my building like a cut-rate private detective. Two can play this game. I get in my car and drive toward downtown, taking my time, checking my mirrors. Derek follows at a distance, probably thinking he's being subtle. The man watches too many movies. I lead him on a scenic tour of our fair town, past the boutique Nicole can no longer afford, past the Whitman mansion with its foreclosure notice, past the real estate office where Derek's business is slowly fading. Educational tourism. Finally, I pull into the parking lot behind the Anchor. It's mid-morning, so the place is nearly empty. Perfect. Derek parks at the far end of the lot and gets out of his car. He's trying to look casual, but his body language screams confrontation. His face is flushed, his fists clenched. This should be fun. "Michael," he shouts across the lot, "we need to talk." I turn around slowly, hands in my pockets. "Derek, you look terrible. Rough week?" He stalks toward me, all righteous anger and wounded pride. "You think you're so smart, don't you? Destroying my car, ruining my business, turning the whole town against me." "I have no idea what you're talking about." "Bullshit. You've been sabotaging me since day one." "Well, guess what? I'm done playing games." He's close now, close enough that I can smell the desperation on him, close enough to see the dark circles under his eyes, the tremor in his hands. The man is falling apart. "Games?" I smile. "Derek, this isn't a game. Games have rules. Games are fair. This is business." "Business?" He laughs, but there's no humor in it. "You call destroying someone's life business?" "I call it consequences. You slept with my wife, Derek. You helped her humiliate me, lie to me, treat me like I was nothing. What did you think would happen?" "She doesn't love you." The words explode out of him. "She hasn't loved you for years. She told me." "She told you what you wanted to hear, just like she told me what I wanted to hear. That's what Nicole does. She tells people what they want to hear until she gets what she wants." Derek's face goes red. "You're wrong. Nicole and you, nothing. You were convenient. You were there when she was bored. But now that things are getting complicated, where is she? Is she here, fighting for you? Is she helping you rebuild your business, your reputation, your life?" The truth hits him like a physical blow. His shoulders slump. His anger deflates. For a moment, I almost feel sorry for him. Almost. "She's using you, Derek, just like she used me. The only difference is, I figured it out." "No." He shakes his head. "No, you're wrong. She loves me. She's going to leave you for me." "She already left me, remember? I'm the one who moved out. So where is she? Why isn't she here with you, planning your future together?" Derek stares at me, processing. I can see the wheels turning, the doubts creeping in. He's starting to realize that Nicole hasn't been taking his calls, hasn't been supporting him through his recent troubles. "You bastard," he whispers. "Yeah, probably, but I'm a bastard who learned from his mistakes." Derek lunges at me. I'm ready for it. I step aside, and he stumbles past me off balance. He recovers quickly, spinning around with his fists raised. "Come on," he shouts. "Let's finish this." "Derek, you really don't want to do this." "Screw you." He swings at me, a wild haymaker that telegraphs itself from across the parking lot. I duck, and his fist whistles over my head. The momentum spins him around again, and I give him a little push to help him along. Derek crashes into the side of his rental car, bounces off, and goes down hard on the asphalt. He rolls over, groaning, red liquid trickling from his nose. "Stay down," I advise. "This doesn't have to get worse." But Derek's not listening. He's beyond reason now, beyond logic. He scrambles to his feet and charges at me again, roaring like a wounded animal. This time I don't move. This time I let him come. Derek hits me like a linebacker, driving me backward. We both go down, rolling across the parking lot, throwing wild punches. He's bigger than me, stronger, but I'm angrier. I'm fighting for 3 years of humiliation, 3 years of being second place, 3 years of watching my wife slip away while pretending everything was fine. We roll apart, both breathing hard. Derek's lip is split, and there's a nasty scrape on his forehead. I can taste metal in my mouth, and my ribs ache where his elbow caught me. "Had enough?" I ask. His answer is to grab a handful of gravel and throw it at my face. I dodge most of it, but some of the stones catch me in the cheek. Now I'm really pissed. Derek's scrambling toward his car, probably looking for a weapon. I tackle him before he can reach the door, and we go down again, harder this time. "Stop!" a voice shouts from across the parking lot. Police. We both freeze. Officer Martinez is standing by his patrol car, hand on his weapon, looking thoroughly disgusted with both of us. Separate, now. We roll apart, hands visible, both of us scraped up and breathing hard. Michael Harris and Derek Stanton, Martinez says, walking toward us. I should have known. You two want to tell me what this is about? Misunderstanding, I say, getting to my feet slowly. Misunderstanding my ass, Derek spits. He's been harassing me for weeks, vandalizing my property, sabotaging my business. Can you prove any of that? Martinez asks. Derek's mouth opens, then closes. He can't prove anything because I've been careful. Everything I've done has been legal, if not exactly ethical. Thought so. Martinez looks at both of us with disgust. Here's what's going to happen. You're both going to get in your cars and drive away. You're going to stay away from each other. You're going to act like adults instead of teenagers fighting over a girl. And if I have to come out here again, you're both going to jail. Are we clear? Crystal, I say. Derek nods reluctantly. Good. Now get out of here before I change my mind. I walk to my car, feeling Derek's eyes on my back. As I drive away, I see him in my rearview mirror, standing alone in the parking lot, looking lost and defeated. My phone buzzes with a text from Nicole. Derek told me what happened. This has to stop, Michael. Please. I delete the text without responding. This isn't over, not even close. The Founders' Day parade is a big deal in our little town. Main Street fills with families, local politicians wave from convertibles, and the high school marching band plays the same songs they've been playing for 30 years. It's wholesome, traditional, and exactly the kind of event where reputations are made and destroyed. I'm standing on the sidewalk with Frankie, watching the parade and waiting for the fireworks. Not the kind that explode in the sky, the kind that explode marriages and destroy lives. You sure about this? Frankie asks, sipping his coffee. Once you pull this trigger, there's no going back. I'm sure. Nicole's going to hate you forever. She already hates me. At least this way, she'll have a good reason. The plan is simple, elegant, and completely legal. I'm going to give Nicole exactly what she wanted. To be first. First in line for public humiliation, first to lose everything, first to understand what it feels like to be betrayed by the person you trust most. My phone buzzes. Text from Rachel, Nicole's sister. It's done. She'll be at the boutique at 2 p.m. Rachel's been my secret weapon from the beginning. While Nicole was playing Happy Families, her beloved sister was racking up gambling debts and looking for someone to bail her out. I've been paying Rachel for information, Nicole's schedule, her meetings with Derek, her financial situation. Family loyalty only goes so far when you're facing felony charges and need money for a lawyer. There she is, Frankie says, nodding toward the crowd. Nicole's standing across the street with her parents, trying to look like everything's normal. She's wearing a summer dress and a fake smile, playing the role of the successful businesswoman whose life isn't falling apart. But I can see the cracks, the tension in her shoulders, the way she keeps checking her phone, the dark circles under her carefully applied makeup. Derek's nowhere to be seen. After our parking lot encounter, he's been keeping a low profile. Smart man. At exactly 2 p.m., I walk to Nicole's boutique. The for lease sign in the window is fresh, the interior mostly empty. Nicole's inside, packing the last of her inventory into boxes, probably hoping to sell it online and recoup some of her losses. I knock on the glass door. She looks up, sees me, and her face goes through a series of expressions: surprise, hope, anger, resignation. She unlocks the door. Michael, I didn't expect to see you here. I wanted to talk, away from the crowd. She steps aside to let me in. The boutique looks sad and empty, like a corpse picked clean by scavengers. 3 years of dreams and ambitions reduced to cardboard boxes and dust bunnies. I'm sorry, she says quietly. About everything. About Derek. About putting my family first. About taking you for granted. I know I hurt you, and I know you'll probably never forgive me, but I needed to say it. She looks small, vulnerable. Her hair is pulled back in a ponytail, and she's wearing old jeans and a t-shirt instead of her usual designer outfits. For a moment, she looks like the girl I married 15 years ago. I loved you, I say. Really loved you. I would have done anything for you. I know, I loved you too. I still do. No, you don't. You love the idea of me. You love having someone to pay the bills and fix your problems and be there when you need him, but you don't love me. Tears start running down her cheeks. That's not true. It is true, and you know what? I'm okay with it. I'm better than okay. I'm free. Michael, I have something for you. I pull out an envelope and hand it to her. A going-away present. She opens it with trembling fingers. Inside are photographs. Her and Derek at the Anchor, her and Derek at his apartment, her and Derek in his office after hours. The pictures are grainy, but clear enough to tell the story. Where did you get these? Does it matter? She flips through them, her face getting paler with each image. What do you want? Nothing. They're yours to keep. Consider them a memento. You're not going to? I'm not going to do anything. I don't need to. You've already destroyed yourself. Nicole sinks into a chair, still holding the photographs. My life is over. Your old life is over. Maybe your new life will be better. How can you be so calm about this? How can you be so cruel? You taught me. You taught me that some people matter more than others. You taught me that love is conditional. You taught me that second place is for losers. I head for the door. I learned my lessons well. Michael, wait. I turn back. She's standing now, the photograph scattered at her feet. What about us? What about our marriage? What marriage? We've been roommates for 3 years, barely even that. We could try again. We could go to counseling, work things out. With Derek? The question hangs in the air. Nicole's face crumbles as she realizes the truth. Derek isn't going to stand by her through this mess. He's already pulling away, already looking for an exit strategy. She's going to be alone. I'm sorry, she whispers. So am I. I walk out of the boutique and into the sunshine. The parade is still going on, families still laughing and cheering. Life goes on, even when individual worlds collapse. My phone rings. Nicole, of course. Please don't leave me like this, she says, her voice breaking. I know I don't deserve your help, but I have nowhere else to go. My parents are broke, Rachel's in jail, the boutique is gone. I have nothing. You have Derek. Derek won't return my calls. I think he's done with me. Of course he is. Derek wanted the excitement of an affair, not the responsibility of a relationship. Now that Nicole's life is complicated, he's moved on to easier prey. That's not my problem anymore, I say. Michael, please, I'm begging you. You made your choice. You chose your family over me, remember? You chose Derek over me. You chose everyone over me. Now live with it. I hang up and turn off my phone. The parade is ending, families dispersing to their cars and their normal lives. I walk back to my condo, alone but not lonely. For the first time in years, I feel like myself again. Second place is for losers. And I'm done losing.